Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so segment one of the Money Zone, guys, is like action packed. Like you may want to just go ahead on and pull out your cell phone and just go ahead and give me a call. I might agitate you, I might make you upset, and that's cool because we're on Radio Network. It's okay for me to get you guys fired up. So first things first. Okay, so what's going on with y'all tax refunds? Y'all thought y'all was like really in the money this year. Like y'all thought y'all was really in the money this year. Like Trump over there cracking up like
Everybody mad.
everybody is mad. Let me tell you look, I know everybody mad, guys. Look, my dad, and if you guys know my story, if you don't know, my dad is an accountant here in Maryland too. So like he like my competition a little bit, but we don't really compete. He not even on my level though, right? So he called me the other day. He was like, Shade, So how's your tax season coming along? I'm like, oh, nah, it's good. My tax season good. He said, your client's not complaining for real? Your client's not complaining? I'm like, nah, my client's not complaining because I warned them. He was like, oh, I warned my clients. He said, I ain't warned my clients. Everybody's refund is lower. They pissed off, trying to leave out. And he said the only excuse that he can give them is that they voted for Trump. Look. And that's the only excuse that we can actually give you guys. But that's not really the only excuse that we can give you guys as in terms of why your refund is what it is, guys. On the Money Zone on Rip Radio Network, I'm going to tell you guys why your refund is much lower. And you guys are going to be upset with me. It's not the tax code, because a lot of you guys didn't lose some of the credits that I lost and some other folks lost. Trump done probably lost. All of us done lost. You guys didn't adjust your W-4 forms. So you were enjoying your money throughout the year. Like you literally enjoyed all of your money, played games, you had an extra little $100 and something in your check, and you didn't even think like, oh, okay, why do I have like an extra $100 and something per month in my check? You didn't even think about it, guys. You were probably just like, oh yeah, big money, you know, like you were doing the most. And come to find out, you've got your taxes filed, or you didn't try to get your taxes filed, went to TurboTax and wasn't happy. You called me 2 times, wasn't happy. You called my neighbor down the hall, and you still wasn't happy. So the reason why you guys wasn't happy was simply because you didn't make an adjustment on your W-4 form. So what does that mean for the everyday folks? You know that form that they give you when you go to, when you've been accepted or hired on a job, they give you their employee package, and then there's this W-4 form that they got IRS, employee withholding certificate, right? That's the form that I'm talking about. A lot of you remain the same in 2018. So that means that the tax code was structured so you can end up having more money in your pocket. So with the same exemptions that you had in previous years, you were paying less taxes because remember, they adjusted the tax bracket. So that's a mouthful, guys. That's why I try not to, go so deep with so much numbers and stuff because you guys get lost. So just point blank period, you didn't make the adjustment on your W-4 form. And so right now, you're wondering why your refund isn't the same. You're wondering why things are just haven't panned out, or why your refund is like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of lower, right? It's because you didn't adjust your withholding form. So that matters, guys. So every year, depending on where your financial state is, you are supposed to adjust your withholding form every year. Like, for example, if you're going to be making big bucks, you adjust your W-4 form so it can take out more taxes. If you know that your income is going down, you qualify for more credits so you can pay less taxes throughout the year. But guys, because you didn't hire an accountant, because you don't have an accountant, you didn't know this stuff. So on the Money Zone, on Rip Radio Network, guys, you heard it first. You're owing, not necessarily because of Trump, Well, because you didn't pay attention and adjust your W-4 form. Guys, if you have any questions, give me a call, 301-232-5700. If you're wondering, like, what is a W-4 form? What is all of that stuff? That, you may have to tune in another day or get on my calendar or something like that. But it's this form that you get hired and they have you fill out, and it says W-4 form. And you always want to talk with your tax professional to know what you should be claiming on your W-4 form. But let's be honest, many of you don't. So number 2 reason you might be owing, it's because a lot of credits and deductions have been eliminated or reduced. So for example, the deduction of you being able to take your mortgage entrance. Not your mortgage. Well, yeah, your mortgage entrance. The amount is limited based on the value of your house up to the first $750,000. If you pay property taxes, that amount is limited to $10,000 a year. You pay state taxes out of your check. That total amount is limited to $10,000. So many people pay more than $10,000 in their state taxes, and that could be your state sales tax when you do your shopping, girl. That can be the tax that you have withheld out of your check. That can also be your property taxes or your personal property taxes. All of those amounts collectively, right, equals your state and local taxes. So guess what they said? Nope. You guys are not going to be able to deduct anything above $10,000 for your state and local taxes. So a lot of you are being hit because your itemized deductions are much lower. But let's really let me be really honest with you. A lot of you guys are being hit because of the shade, though. You actually got your taxes filed every year from the Shade Fest. You went to the Shade Fest, you sat there and danced along and got your taxes done. So the Shade Fest used the form 2106, 2% miscellaneous deductions. And guess what the system said? The man said that we're not going to allow these people to rip off the tax system again. So guess what? We're going to completely wipe out this form 2106. And so guess what that means for the everyday folks? They're not able to deduct their tax prep fees. They're not able to deduct their mileage. And this is a whole, you're talking about industries after industries after industries are impacted by this. You're talking about real estate professionals are impacted by this. You're talking about our plumbers, all of our construction workers, our HVACs, all of our sales reps, anybody that incurred expenses on their job and your job didn't reimburse you, you are being affected by this tax change. So now how do you guys prepare for this? Because this is multiple industries, multiple people from different arenas that is impacted by all of the changes with the system. The first thing that you guys want to do is hire an accountant. I don't care if it's a one-time whammy. Like, you guys have to sit down with a professional. Do you know that the only way to really make more money is to really save and get to the next level is to learn how to make more money and simultaneously save money? But who teaches you that? Your accountant. And many of you don't want to do that. So that's one thing. Consult with your accountant. Or if you don't have one, consult with me. Get on my calendar, bit.ly/Folasade TV. Get on my calendar. That's fine. But you guys have to understand that you cannot learn this system on your own. You cannot try to do this on your own. And then also what you want to do to prepare for next year is to first evaluate what happened this year. What happened? What happened this year? Why did you end up owing? Was it because you didn't pay enough taxes, which we call this under withheld? Because you were under withheld, you didn't pay enough taxes, or was it because you ended up losing a lot of credits? Like, you guys need to figure out what happened to you this year, so now you can make adjustments. So when you file your 2019 tax return next year, you won't be in the same boat, because all of these changes with Trump and all of these changes with the laws are not going to go away, guys, until 2025. So we have so many years to deal with this problem. Like, this problem, it's going to be haunting us for years and years to come. So what we're in 2019 now, 2020, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have, guys, look, we got like 5 years. Like, there's no need for you guys to think that anything is going to change overnight. This has been stamped in the law, is legislative now, and so the law is the law until 2025. So I gave you guys multiple reasons why you might owe. I also gave you ways for you to prepare for next year, but you cannot really prepare on your own, because it's like learning the tax code, and like, is that not the best use of your time? That's not. Okay, but also, what is a bearing on your tax refunds? So your refund, first and foremost, is contingent on multiple factors. One, your house, your filing status. Are you head of household? Are you married filing joint? Are you married filing separate? Okay, that's one thing. And then also your refund and your returns, how it look and presented, is also reflective on your income. If you make $15,000 or less, you qualify for earned income tax credit. If you make $50,000 or less, you qualify for earned income. If you make $54,000 or less, you qualify for earned income tax credit. Okay. Once you get over the $54,000 mark, guys, you start to lose tax credits. A lot of tax credits. Okay. So it's so many different bearings on what impacts your tax refund, from your filing status and also your dependents. Do you have any children? So in previous years, we were able to get $4,050 called a personal exemption for you, your spouse, and all of the people that you would claim on your taxes. So that's why it was so beneficial, guys, for y'all to find anybody to claim. It didn't even have to be a child. Like, people will be finding people at the lots and stuff. Like, I've seen it all. And because I come from like the urban, like a lot of my country folks don't get me when I'm even talking, but because I'm in the urban arena when it comes to like accounting and stuff, I've literally seen it all. Okay, so look, it was beneficial years ago for you guys to find like a lizard lot or whatever to claim on your taxes. It was okay. Nowadays, with the new changes, it doesn't even help you to claim somebody that that's not your relative that can allow you to qualify for like earned income tax credit or head of household. Okay, so what does all of that stuff mean? You claiming people that's not your children or that's not your child, your niece and your nephew that's over the age of 16, 17, that great-great-grandmother or that parent of yours, it doesn't even benefit anymore, because we do not get the $4,050 reduction in our taxable income. It doesn't help us anymore. At one point in time, it helped you to claim somebody random. It helped you. Now with the changes, it doesn't help you. Okay? Another thing, they also wiped out the fact that, all right, you don't get the personal exemption, but you can go and get a higher standard deduction. So a lot of my folks that, work $15,000 so they can get the big refund at the end of the year, the $10,000 refund, and they living off the system. Your refund not as high no more because the standard deduction did reduce your taxable income. So you don't get that. Like, they screwed up everything. Like, you guys don't even understand. Like, it is so many different reasonings behind why your refund is where it is this year. And you just have to ask yourself, what could you do as the taxpayer? What do you have control over as the taxpayer? And I already gave you guys, and I'm going to repeat that before we go to commercial break. You want to consult with a tax professional or an accountant so they can now look at your tax situation and prepare you for next year. These changes that we're dealing with is not going to go away until 2025. And if they elect to extend them, they're going to continue on. So that means if Congress and all these politicians can find pros that benefit them behind this tax code, then we may be dealing with this for more years to come. But if they feel like, man, Trump, you screwed us, man, with all these changes, man, I done lost thousands, I done lost hundreds of thousands, right? Then they're going to say, you know what, guys, we may need to go ahead and let these go ahead on and expire, okay? So it's nothing that we can run from. We have to basically take control, and that's one thing that I believe in, us taking control over our finances at all costs. So what does that mean for you? That means you need to learn a little bit more about taxes. That means you definitely need to expose yourself to a little bit more, because if you don't understand it, I want you to understand this. You are responsible for everything that goes on your tax return and that doesn't go on your tax return. So what does that mean? That if you go to that shady tax professional and they do something on your taxes shady, you are still responsible for it. If you go and do something on TurboTax and you make drastic mistakes on it, you are responsible for those mistakes. Not TurboTax, not nobody else, okay? So it's imperative that you guys stand up and hold yourselves accountable for your actions. And what I mean by that, knowing a little bit more about the tax code. And we'll be right back, guys. So in this case, I was thinking, because I was trying to see what I can send you to put. So on that PDF, I'm going to see if Chan can send me the Excel.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the clickable links in that Excel. So you'll know that for this segment, first segment, this might be one of the ones. I may do like this one, and then that mean that first slide, and I might do two. Because I've been thinking about, when you put systems together and stuff, you don't really realize that it don't come right away.
It don't come right away, but once you get it,
yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have her send it to me. But she had problems last time sending Excel, but I'm going to see if she can send an Excel. And then I attach my link, and then it'll be clickable once you download the PDF and send to you too. So I should be ready for you next week. Hopefully. Oh wow, my segment's 15 minutes long. Oh, dang, we almost on time. Oh, wow. So this 4 minutes might seem like it's forever because I've never been on time like this. No, seriously, you don't even,
Radio time is slowest time. I mean, it flies when you talking.
Yes.
But when you're not talking, it's like
I caught you last night on your show yesterday.
Oh, you go?
A little bit,
Fine,
yeah.
fine.
I said I'm about to tune in and see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it's no need more of y'all.
It's only real.
Okay, but somebody was missing when I looked clocked and it was you and a girl.
Yeah. He's always late.
Oh,
His
okay.
food come in late all the time.
Okay.
We call him David Ruffin because he's so late. Yeah, he comes in around 15. Like, hey.
Cause I was like, oh, there go Trump, yeah. Hey, Carla, how are you? See, yeah, just like how she got where it says the Good Morning Washington graphic, just like that. I'm gonna put it like right there. But I'm just figuring out what she want me to talk about too. Like not at the same time you do.
Oh, yeah. You mean today?
Every day. So it's only so much I can do in 20 minutes. Today was the best day, and then I just couldn't think. I just couldn't think of what I was going to say
Oh, yeah, she said to you. Okay.
early today.
See, I didn't even I got the last graph, but let me get these graphics up there. Because those came in another email, and she sent another email that covered those graphics up.
Oh wow.
I got the one with the Morning Washington.
Yeah, that's the one up there now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I got it now.
Oh, I see. With the other flies about taxes and everything else.
I got it.
I can't even believe I'm on time. Ready when you're ready. Well, oh, we on time. We on time. Okay. I gotta win. I'm on. Just wait. The 29. I thought it would have been 29 when I looked up. I'm ready. Hey guys, welcome back to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the Accountability Accountant, guys. We're on RIP Radio Network, guys. Tune in. Look, give me a call, 301-232-5700. I would love to hear your opinion about your tax refund. I know your pockets are feeling it right now. Like, I've gotten like 5 calls, like, Folasade, are you sure my refund not going to come today? Folasade, are you sure my refund not going to come today? Like, I'm like, okay, yeah, I told you your refund is not going to come until like after the 15th, but really after the 21st, right? But nobody wants to listen. So don't be alarmed. Just know, prepare for next year so you can be in better control over your tax refund and also what you're possibly owing. For a lot of you that's owing for the first time, there are ways to mitigate that. You just may not be able to mitigate that by yourself, guys. Get on my calendar, bit.ly/quick tax chat. If you're having tax problems, get on my calendar, bit.ly/quick tax chat, guys. Okay, so segment 2 is killer, guys. This is for all my entrepreneurs. This is for all my aspiring entrepreneurs. This is my, I don't care if you're seasoned or startup. Like, this segment is like for you guys. I'm talking about, where do your business stand? Where do the growth of your business stand if you don't use data? So I don't know if you've been living under a rock, but if you're an entrepreneur, right? You've heard of Gary Vaynerchuk. You've heard of Grant Cardone. You've heard of Patrick Bet-David. You've heard of Ryan Serhant. You've heard of Ed Mylett and all of the greats. My mentors in my mind, yes, in my mind. They're not on. I'm not paying them yet, but in my mind, they've been just an advocate of entrepreneurs using data to really take your businesses to the next level. And as the accountability accountant, guys, I thrive off numbers and data. I live for it, eat, sleep, breathe it, enjoy it, love it, right? It's a little bit better than sex to me. Like, I'm sorry, Papa, I'm sorry. I'm a married woman and stuff, but when you love something, you really, really love something. And yeah. Okay. So where do your business stand if we don't incorporate data? So I'm going to be honest with you guys. When Forbes says 9 out of 10 businesses is going to fail, and that 80% of every startup within the first 5 years will fail, and all of those numerical data and all the statistics and so forth. But the SBA took that data and went a bit further and said, you know what? Out of those 90% that fail every year or every 5 years, right? 82% of that. So let's say 90 people, 82 of 90 people, right? You hear me? 82 of 90 people, their businesses fail because of poor financial management. And so that was what the SBA said. The SBA said 82% of those that fail because of poor financial management. So what does that mean? That means you guys are not looking at your bank account every day and seeing what's in there. Why is it only that left in there? Where did your money go? Who paid you today? Who didn't pay you today? Where your money at? Who got your money? You guys are not looking at the numbers. Who clicked my website? Why did this person click this ad? And so on and so on and so on. So guys, I just want you to think about something very so basic. What are the 2 things that we see every day of our lives? Numbers and letters, right? Everything, every computer software, every code, everything that we live off today, except for food. Well, they might use numbers to create the food with all of the steroids and all of that stuff, right? But we're not going to go into that. But outside of the food, our computers, our phones, our iPads, everything is created with numbers. Codes are numbers. So what does that mean? That means the world is full of data. And if the government didn't use the data that's out there about you, me, and I, how would they be able to know what the market is saying? If the stock market didn't use data, how would they know about consumer confidence? If you as an entrepreneur don't use data, how do you know how your product sales are doing, or what services are doing well, or where's your money coming from? What services aren't doing well? What products aren't doing well? And so this is the biggest detriment to small business failure rate. And this is what increases small business failure rate, simply because you guys' inability to use numbers to leverage. You're using numbers as, I need to get paid, but you're not using numbers to say, hey, if I don't get paid, what does that mean? Hey, if I'm paid late, what does that mean? Hey, if this product don't make any money, what does that mean? Guys, it goes much deeper with the numbers than what the eye meets. And if you are an entrepreneur and you're watching The Money Zone right now on Rip Radio Network, and you don't have accounting, if you're not doing bookkeeping, I want to tell you right now, you're making the biggest mistake of your business. And I guarantee you're going to be in a bigger hole in 3 years than you are right now, because guess what? Your 3-year-old business is going to need its 1-year-old data. That's just like a baby. If you wipe out everything that a newborn learned within the first year, how would it function in year 3? Think about that, guys. I'm going to give you a second. You thinking? Okay, so think about it. Now, if we got that same baby and we take out all of the data and all the information that they didn't learn, how to walk, how to do this in year 2, right? And we in year 3, the baby 3 years old, would they even be able to talk? Would they even be able to walk? Would they even be able to feed themselves? No. So how are you feeding your business? How are you feeding your business if you don't have the data? How are you evaluating the health of your business without the data? The data is ways that the accounting, the bookkeeping, the numbers, all the data. I don't care which data we focus on. I always focus on the money data. Without the money data, how will we be able to project your earnings? Okay? How will we be able to say, you know what? This is what I made. And so this is the number 2 reason why small businesses failed, is because when you get to year 3 and year 4, let's say year 4 and year 5, right? And you trying to go from making 5 figures to 6 and 7 figures, right? You may need some outside money from the bank. You may need some outside money from a lender. You may need some outside funding from a colleague. And guess what they're going to want? Your financial statements. So what is your financial statements? Your financial statements basically say, hey, this is what your business spent. This is what your business made. And hey, this is everything that goes around and upside down about that on a pretty piece of paper that people like me can understand. So when you go to try to get that funding for your business and you don't have your financial statements, your odds of being approved is slim to none. So while your business is supposed to be going to its next level, because you didn't keep the baby data, because you didn't track the data from year 2, year 3, year 4, when now year 5, when your life, when your business development, when your business next level is dependent upon everything that you did in the previous years, it's not nowhere to be found, guys. You don't have the data to provide to the banks. You don't have the financial statements. You don't have the records. You don't have what you need. Okay? So guys, let me tell you something. Your data tells your story. It tells the bank that, oh my gosh, Joe started his business with $5,000. And in month 3 of opening his business was making $500 per month. And then after 2 years, Joe's business is now making $15,000 a month. And Joe's expenses are lower now than what they were 2 years ago. Your financial statements tell the bank the story you will never be able to tell. Your financial statements tell the banks and me and you, especially you as the owner, where are you going? Are you heading in the right direction? Is your business profitable? Is your business losing money? Where's your business making money? Where's the business not making money? What areas we can improve? What areas we need to dominate in? But you guys are trying to avoid accounting and using the data to take your businesses to the next level. And that is going to be one of your biggest regrets in the next 4 to 5 years, when you're not going to be able to find the bank statements, when you're not going to be able to find the receipts, when you're not going to be able to find the data and the banks need it. You're going to be buying, your back may be against the wall, and your father even tell you, hey, before I can invest into your business, show me where you are. Show me where you been? Your financial statements is the only thing that can show you guys that information. Your bank statements does not tell your business money story. Your financial statements, your business data is what tells your business financial story. It tells you your success. It tells me your success. It tells the banks your success. It tells everybody ahead of you, you made it. So why you don't have your financial statements is the biggest question I want to ask the 82% of you that's out here thinking you're going to run a successful business without using the data. Your data is like the data that babies accumulate day after day, month after month, and it builds up to make them be the strong humans that we want them to be. So guys, I want you to think about that. Think about if we were to erase the first 3 years of your 4-year-old's life, what story would it say? Where would their business be? Where would their body be? Where would their health be? They'll be kind of useless because they'll be in a 4-year-old body but can't walk, can't eat, can't talk, can't do anything. And that's exactly what you guys are doing to your businesses. You're wiping the legs from under their bottoms. You put in shackles on your businesses because you don't want to use the data. So guys, I'm going to close out because I can even go a bit further than that. But I want you guys to understand that your data is so valuable tomorrow than what it will ever be today. And I can understand you don't understand. I resonate with you that you don't understand the importance of it. But take your newborn baby, take your 4-year-old child, take your 8-year-old child and wipe out 3 years of their life. The first 3, the first 4, the first 5, because those are the years you guys think that you can get away with not doing your stuff the right way. Wipe out those years and tell me where your baby stand. Guys, you've been tuned in to the Money Zone on RIP Radio Network. Don't forget to follow me on all things social media, Folasade the Accountant. Don't forget to tune in on Good Morning America, Good Morning Washington on February 14th at 7:45 a.m. I'm going to be live and in living color talking about why you may still get a bill instead of a tax refund. I'm going to go a bit deeper. You know, I got so much content for days, guys. It's crazy. But I just want to let you guys know that everything circles back to you. Why your refund is where it is, why your refund isn't, why you're owing the amount of taxes you're owing, why your business is struggling. Guys, I come on here every Tuesday. I live stream almost every day, and I give you guys the information that you need to at least be able to get started. And then the next step is on you to hire me so you can go to the next level. But one thing I'm noticing is that, again, you guys don't see the importance of hiring an accountant. You guys don't see the importance of anything data related. So this is why you were surprised when your refund was lower. Because when they started talking numbers, you turned the news channel. When they said taxes, you turned the news station. And so, guys, another reason why you're in the position you're in is because you have this business and you forgot that you invested into this business. Hard-earned money. Probably your kids' savings. Probably your kids' college savings. Your 401k. Your husband don't even know you got a second mortgage on the house because you invested into the business. I've seen it all. Husband don't even know the extra savings account is gone. But I just want to tell you guys that if you look at your data, if you work with me as your accountant and I give you your accounting data, your money data, right? You will know what you have to stand or lose. You will work harder. You will pay attention to your taxes. And you will start to take your business money and your accounting serious, guys. So I'll see you guys next week. I hope that today's message got clear into your spirit to let you know that you cannot play with your accounting, guys, because it impacts every part of you. I'm Folasade. Have an amazing night. I'm even getting like calm in my tone and everything. Like I know, which is good. I think I'm kind of getting old now. Oh my God, because I'm kind of getting to 34 now. Yeah, so you say it's like okay, all right. Now you come with a whole nother groove, All right, guys. So you was tuned in a little behind the scenes, guys. All right, so I'll see you guys, tomorrow? No, I don't know if I'm going to be able to come live tomorrow, to be honest with you guys. I got like a full house tomorrow in the office. And then, like tomorrow Swamps. I may not be able to see you guys on tomorrow, but I'll try. All right? See you guys tomorrow? Well, maybe. All right, bye, y'all.